thoughts and messages. So Annabelle, I give the floor to you and to our friends from the media. Please introduce yourself first before we ask the questions. Magpapakilala muna sa inyo si Binibini Annabelle.
Hi, good afternoon everybody. I'm Annabelle May Magdano and I'm your Binibining Filipinas Globe. More than ready to be sent off to Albania by the end of this month. And thank you all once again for coming here and really making me feel that I am indeed ready.
Okay.
Likewise, thank you Sir Ines for making it to the send-off. And also thank you for the reminder pala na hindi pala ako yung host. Sana mag-host mode activated ako eh. But like, oh, so yes, I'm the one being sent off. So thank you for that reminder.
Okay, first question. First question. Para kilala ko yung first question. Lapitan na.
Ito Nolly daw. Thank you, sir. Oh. Ay, si ano Adam? Lapit mo na, naianak na.
Hi, Annabelle.
Hello.
Nolly here for OPM. Okay. This is your second time to compete internationally. Okay. Can you tell us the difference between Annabelle a few years back during your first international pageant and Annabelle now who is about to compete in Albania?
I think I'm just as excited as I was the very first time around to compete internationally and to represent the country. However, at the same time, I think now I can definitely be more relaxed. Not taking anything for granted, but relaxed just enough to trust in myself and more importantly, trust the process of training that I've undergone with Aces and Queens. From my very first national pageant up until now. I'd like to thank Sir Jim Ryan Ross, who's my makeup artist, Tito Jerry Diaz from Aces and Queens, and all the mentors from Aces and Queens who've really been with me each and every step of the way, preparing me and honing me, and of course, you know, to all the Philippine media, you guys have been very kind to me ever since I became a Binibini candidate. So yeah, thank you so much for not only the kindness, the jokes that we make on and off camp, but also just giving me a platform and giving my causes also, like my partnerships with Save the Children Philippines, a platform as well. And, now and then, I am still very much excited, but this time around, I'm much more calm, and I'm not sweating the small stuff anymore, that's for sure.
Just a follow-up question.
Bumalik pa, di ba?
As a pageant veteran, in your opinion, what is the most important lesson that you've learned that you can learn, and in order to stay and remain humble when you get there, that you can apply when you get there in Albania?
Well, definitely one of the best lessons I've learned as a pageant veteran, you'd say, or somebody experienced with pageants, would definitely be being open to change. Anything can happen at any time, and letting go of the small details, letting go of the control, and just surrendering everything to God just makes everything easier to bear, easier and lighter to deal with. Obviously, we make all our plans, outfit-wise, or whatever it may be, you know, whether it be strategy or some pasarela trick or two, but at the end of the day, sometimes God has other plans, and that doesn't necessarily mean that He's denying you or rejecting you, but in my experience, it's always been some kind of blessing in disguise. And it just takes enough patience and trust to have that blessing unveil itself on its own. Even if it may not look like a blessing in the present moment when you're experiencing something. So that's something that I've learned from all the pageants that I've been through, and it's something that will definitely be a humbling, something that humbles me for sure, and keeps me grounded. Not only with pageants, but in life in general.
So, medyo sabay ka na rin mag-compete sa ibang bansa. But, this time may pressure pa rin ba? I mean, of course, we all know na maganda yung performance natin sa Miss Globe, di ba?
Well, admittedly, there is kind of a pressure, not just because it's my second international pageant, but also because we have really done exceedingly well in the Miss Globe pageants in the later years. But as I've said time and time again, pressure is something that should be welcomed and should be met with a sense of determination to own up to it rather than to back down from it. Because I think pressure is just high hopes. And I think the reason why people have high hopes for someone like me is because they do believe in me and my capabilities. And that's something that I should be flattered with rather than be pressured about.
Very well said. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Dito lang. Dito lang.
Diyan na. Diyan, sarap ka na.
Hindi ko ako.
Ay, diyan, back ka na dyan.
Thank you, Sir Ines. Hi, Annabelle. I've got two questions. I've been looking forward to this moment that I get to ask you. Because one of the most exciting parts of your preparation is meeting Maureen Montaigne. And I remember you uploading your meeting on your Instagram account. So, ano yung mga napag-usapan nyo? And what was the most meaningful advice that she gave you?
Adam?
Well, hindi ko naman i-disclose lahat, no? Some of it's a lot of girl talk. So, but nonetheless, yes, I did have dinner with Maureen and Sir Jim and Sir Jim. You know, we all had dinner together a while back, and I think the most important, rather the gist of what I really absorbed from that dinner was being prepared really sets you up for success. Success isn't some kind of abstract idea or some kind of abstract destiny that you just wish will befall you. It's something that you really prepare for and work towards. And that's something that really motivated me to keep on track of my diet. You know, that's really hard to do, especially since we're in real kitchens. I mean, but in all seriousness, it really motivated me to stay track and to just keep on going at it with regards to training, not to be complacent and say, hey, you know, I've trained enough, I probably should just put the towel and call it a day. It really motivated me to stay on track. But at the same time, she really did give me a lot of nuanced advice in terms of what the Miss Globe Queen's responsibilities will be, especially when she won the crown and she got a whole year with them. She explained to me the nuances of her experiences. Also a lot of cultural things to just be mindful of when I get to Albania. So that's really what I learned from her, and I'm really, really appreciative towards Maureen for taking the time to give me all that advice.
Okay, thank you for that. Last question. One of the most awaited segments of the competition is the head-to-head challenge. And I mean, we all know you are a very prolific speaker. So at this point, how are you still preparing for what we consider your biggest advantage in the competition? Is there such a thing as overtraining or over-preparing for that segment, knowing your caliber as a speaker?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. That's very flattering to hear. I still get quite flattered when people compliment me on my prowess, especially because I do host events and stuff. So. That's still very flattering, but nonetheless, I don't think there really is such a thing as overtraining, especially when you're in the moment of being into a head-to-head challenge. Q&A and debate is slightly different in the sense that there's definitely more adrenaline, much more emotions, I'd say, when you're going head to head with someone. And I think that's where training comes most important. It's when you want to disentangle yourself from any too much emotional charge and to really just remain logical and objective about how you go about your arguments. And in that sense, I think I really do have to train. I do get a little passionate sometimes, so that's something that I'll be keeping in check. Not too much, not too little, just right. I think that's the approach that we are applying come this slow.
We're looking forward to that this coming October. Thank you very much, Annabelle. Good luck and congratulations in advance.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Yeah, okay na yan.
Annabelle,
Hello.
I'm Armin Alina, representing the Philippine Dating Fund.
There would be exclamations here.
I'd like to know, were you able to speak with Diana Moreno when she was here in the Philippines after you received the Pilipinas Global Cup?
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to meet her. Everybody's schedules differ, and especially after the coronation night, we also had to be interviewed, and we also had to have a series of photo shoots done. So sadly, our schedules didn't align, but I'm really looking forward to meeting her come the Miss Globe, because for sure she'll be around us candidates with the activities. And we've just actually recently received the calendar of activities, so it's a jam-packed 2 weeks, that's for sure.
But based on your observation of Diana Moreno while she was here, why do you think was she able to win the title?
I think she's a very personable and warm person. I did get a few seconds of interaction as they made their way to the judges' table while I was backstage praying before the coronation night started. And just from that very short interaction of, saying good evening and welcome to the Philippines and her responses, I got a grasp that she is a very warm person, and I think with the Miss Globe's mission being to foster a sense of camaraderie among nations and not only find common ground with our culture, but also to really cement the appreciation for the arts and history in Europe, especially in Albania. They're really big on promoting tourism as well. I think being warm and just knowing how to talk to people and make them feel welcome really did go a long way in her championing what this globe is all about. And so I think that's something that comes naturally to all of us Filipinos. We're very warm. We're known across the globe for our hospitality, so no wonder that a lot of our Miss Globe queens really did well in this competition, and hopefully I'm no different in that sense.
Thank you very much and the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Di ba si Bunday? Sino yung nagkorona kay Bunday?
I've given the file from Rappler. So, first of all, congratulations, Annabelle, and we wish you all the best for Miss Globe 2025. So, for my question to you, this is not your first time representing Philippines in an international stage. For Miss Globe 2025, which aspect of Philippine culture do you plan to highlight the most?
The aspect of Philippine culture that I would like to highlight the most, aside from our hospitable nature, of course, would definitely be Philippine textiles. I think that's something that we've been sleeping on for a little too long. We have so many different textiles from different regions across the country, and it's sad that sometimes we end up patronizing global brands rather than our own, when in fact our own textiles can stand on their own in international markets if given the chance. So that's really something that I've been working on. I really would love to integrate as much textiles as possible into my wardrobe, and that's why I'm very grateful to have the support of our Filipino designers in this regard. So, thank you talaga sila. Bawal pang i-reveal. Sorry.
Yes, I think we're all excited to see that. And then for my last question, you have been very vocal about your advocacy for children's rights and welfare in the Philippines. So how do you want to embody and amplify this cause on an international level at this level?
introduce to a larger audience what championing children's rights is all about. We also think that we can't be advocates because we can't be a philanthropist, but they're not necessarily the same thing. And we can do so much for children, even if you just have to give your time or render your services or volunteer work in terms of championing children's rights. And my experiences as a volunteer with Save the Children Philippines is something that I like to carry and introduce to my sisters who I'll be meeting very soon in Albania. Just basic concepts of children's rights, how to protect them, even social media approaches when it comes to approaching these charities. I think it's something that we can all learn from, and it's not really that hard to do or get started with when it comes to championing them. I think we all can find common ground in the sense that all countries of the world are invested in their youth. The youth has always been the foundation of what their country's progress will look like in the years to come, and just knowing that and reiterating that message for sure will go a long way in getting more people involved with this mission. To Save the Children isn't just based in the Philippines, it's an international NGO as well. So hopefully I'll meet allies there in this cause.
Thank you so much, Annabelle.
Thank you, Paul.
Hi, Annabelle. This is Peter from Critical Beauty Philippines.
Hello, good to see you.
Hi. We all know that you are a racketeera, and how this helps you, how this helps you to be in your competition in Albania.
Well, being a racketeera in terms of joining numerous local pageants and getting the privilege to host numerous pageants across the country has definitely taught me a lot to adapt at the drop of a hat. There were times where I'd have to negotiate between two organizers what the next segment would be. So not knowing that you cannot expect or you can't even make this stuff up, guys. The stuff that I had to improv around has really taught me to just stay calm and collected despite the pressure, despite the nerves, and having that inner sense of peace and calm to navigate you through making the most logical and key decisions will definitely go a long way in my Miss Globe journey. Obviously, we're not manifesting for anything to go too wrong, but you never know, So it's really taught me to deal with people at the highest level of patience and adaptability and hospitability. So.
Annabelle, this is her second international competition, and ano ang magiging atake mo for this passion?
I will definitely just be myself. Looking back on my first foray into international pageantry, a lot of people said, what character do you want to portray? And I'm not an actress yet, I'm not an actress, so I would just like to be myself and not be apologetic of where I come from. I come from Ligan. I'm a hometown girl. I have had the privilege to grow up in a very religious and really diverse city culture-wise as well. We're home to 3 tribes, and it's come a long way in making me realize that our differences really shouldn't be a hindrance towards being more connected. In fact, it makes conversations, it makes friendships richer and more fun because you learn from each other. You learn the quirks of what we think is normal from our part of the globe may not necessarily be normal in another corner, and that's fine, that's perfect, and it's actually should be a source of, fun and humor, I'd say, rather than something to close off one another from becoming friends. So I'm really excited to meet new friends, make new friends, and just learn how to dance, for instance, from their fun. I mean, I can dance a little bit when I can, and it's so far it's a little remix from what I've learned from, African and other Asian candidates. So maybe I could learn from more Latina moves this time around. Who knows? we'll see. But approach-wise, I really am just being more open to having fun, being in the present moment, enjoying it, and at the same time, planning as much as possible. So I have a few weeks left before I get flown to Albania, and I'll definitely be spending all those 3 weeks preparing and not slowing down anytime soon. I can sleep on the plane. Thank you, Pam.
Hi, Annabelle. And sa pageantology. Patanggalin mo, no? Oo.
Talaga ba?
True. Doon tayo sa mga basic question mo. Can you tell us your clue of your national costume?
Textiles, something authentic, something based on textiles.
May mga GC na ba kayo? May group chat na ba kayo with your co-candidates?
I haven't checked, yeah, to be honest. I should probably check my DMs. We haven't had an official group chat, though, that's for sure, but we do have an official list of the activities and just a more specific list of what we should bring with us.
How does pageantry change your outlook on life?
Pageantry has definitely changed the outlook in life in terms of knowing or believing in what's possible. I think pageantry is such a powerful vehicle to change your mind on what you can do or what you thought of was possible. I never saw myself working out in a gym. I never saw myself even knowing how to do my own makeup, let alone being in front of numerous people on a almost regular basis, especially with you guys, you know. I was very introverted, and while I was very feminine as a child, I just never saw myself in the limelight, you know, and I had to adapt to overcome the challenges that I faced on early in life to enter pageantry, and pageantry in a way inspired me to overcome those challenges, but also continues to reframe my perspective on how to deal with the challenges in life. I wish everything was as easy as mastering a twirl, but knowing that consistency, hard work, and trust, you know, faith in yourself, in God, will pay off. No matter how long you have to wait, you know, that is what pageantry has really taught me. Through the queens that I've idolized, to the queens that I now call my friends. That's something that really has stayed with me, and I hope I can in turn inspire more people to overcome any challenges that they face. Because, yeah, I'm gonna do my best at Miss Globe. Hahamposan ko sila ng balakang, guys. Don't worry. I will be ticking all those boxes in that department because I'm going to win for the Philippines.
Oh! Our favorite question, guys. Ready na ba kayo?
Yeah.
Annabelle. Wait.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Oh, stand up. Without the bouquet.
Without the bouquet.
Without the bouquet.
Okay. Annabelle May McDonald, why should you be our next Miss Globe? The Miss Globe 2023.
I think I should be the next Miss Globe because I understand where people are coming from. I've understood what it feels like to be marginalized, what it feels like to be left out of conversations, and what it feels like to be judged on how you look like or where you come from or what accent you're speaking with. And when it comes to fostering camaraderie across a global community, I think I'd definitely be somebody that's ready to connect with people based on where they're coming from, and moreover inspire them to be more than what other people have told them that they can be. I'd want to inspire them to believe in the beauty of their dreams, but also believe that that each one of us, no matter what our culture, no matter what our region is from, we all have something to contribute to humanity, and we can all do our part within ourselves and within our community to make this world a better place. I think with so much divisiveness nowadays. We all need to go back to being rooted in our humanity, having a sense of compassion, humanity for one another, and we can face everything together. Thank you.
Ay, umabot sa timer. Thank you so much.
45 yun. Dapat ma-practice pa. 30 dapat yun eh.
90 seconds.
Thank you so much.
Introduction.
Ay, sample intro!
Introduction.
Sample intro!
Mic drop.
Mic drop yun, mic drop. I'll be handing over this microphone. Kasampulan. Would you like to see Annabelle's walk?
And introduction.
Sample intro.
Introduction. That's literally mic drop. Music please.
Oh! Oh!
Hahampas na ng
perfect.
Balacan.
Introduction.
Introduction!
Introduction. Name, age, Philippines.
Mabuhay, I'm Annabelle May McDonald, your Binibining Pilipinas Globe, proudly representing the Philippines!
Sabihin mo name.
Your name is...
Name, age, Philippines.
Kasi mismo ka na mismo pageant.
Yeah, pageant
Pageant
pattern.
Nasa Albania ka na.
Oo.
Annabelle May McDonald, 25, Philippines!
Kakanta daw si Annabelle, Taylor Swift.
Alright, thank you very much, Bini Annabelle, and thank you very much to our friends in the media for those questions, and we look forward to your continuous support. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Don't forget, October 15 is the date of our competition. October 15, that's October 16 ng madaling araw dito po sa Pilipinas. So we invite all of you to follow Annabelle on her social media accounts as well as the social media pages of Pinipining Pilipinas. And don't forget, it's out. TheMissGlobe.com. Vote for Annabelle. Bayanihan po tayo sa pagboto kay Annabelle. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here at World Kitchens Gateway Mall 2, Araneta City. This has been our send-off program for Annabelle May McDonald. Thank you and see you at our next events here at Binibining Pilipinas. Don't forget, refreshments will be served momentarily. Thank you very much.
Mic drop. Taylor Swift. Annabelle. Aura.